You have to kill the drama tolerator within you. If any member of your team is creating drama, they are not worth the price. That's part of the reason we have a self-managing company. There's no drama. And if you do create drama, you're fired. You kill the drama tolerator within you to become a values setter. What are your core values? And you live and you breathe them. Everyone has their own definition of a self-managing firm. The bottom line is, until you get clear on what that definition is for yourself, you're probably going to have a hard time reaching a self-managing firm. No goal, no progress. All progress first starts with you setting an intentional target. It shouldn't come from me, shouldn't come from any of the other speakers, it should come from you. One of the most controversial but helpful points I ever learned in my personal development journey is that fear and your emotions are not to be trusted when it comes to growth. You don't want to change. Human beings don't want to change. Change is not a woohoo, I'm going to change all my status quo. That's not a amazing feeling. We talk about it, but the emotional state of change is not a good one. Your relationship to that emotion is the key. I want to run towards my fears. There's a book called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Book changed my life. So that's the second of the 3 habits. Number 1 is big positive outcomes. Number 2 is commit first. Number 3, this is important. When you have big positive outcomes and you are committing first constantly, remember what commitment is. Wallet or calendar. Don't just tell me you're committed to something. Show me your transaction history. Show me where you spent time in the last 90 days, and I will tell you what you are actually committed to. Change what you are committed to by changing where you spend time and money. That's what I mean by commit first. You turn your nevers to nows. Embrace 10x leadership is the third gift of the self-managing law firm owner. What's 10x leadership? If you're going to embrace big positive outcomes and commit first, you're going to attract more people to your team. You're going to attract more people on your team. What's 10x leadership? 10x leadership is the power of letting go. I want everyone on my team to be smarter than me. I want everyone on my team to have a clearer plan in what it is they do. First thing I look for is this person smarter than me in what they do? I don't hire people to tell them what to do. I hire people for them to tell me what to do. That's 10x leadership. My job as a 10x leader is to just set the context of where the company's going. Okay, that's our mission and vision. And then our core values are how we're going to get there. That's our operating behaviors. 10x leadership is the power of letting go. I want to break these 3 things down so you can ask yourself some big questions. What is visualizing a big positive outcome? First question I want you to ask yourself is your goal big enough? If your goal is to grow your law firm by 5% next year, how much action are you going to take to grow your firm by 5%? A lot or a little action? Versus someone who's going to triple their revenues in 1 year. Oh, I did $1 million last year and I'm going to do $3 million this year. Who's going to take more action? You've got to increase the size of your goals. That's the big part of big positive outcomes. Number 2 part of this is, what is a positive outcome? Well, it's the what if it works belief. What if it does work belief? That's called the 10x positive lens. So you have to 10x the size of your goals, but you have to 10x your positive lens. What if it does work? I am addicted to what if it does work. There's no competition there. If you do what everyone else does, you can expect the same results as everyone else. There's no competition when you are the only person in your marketing asking, what if it works? 10x positive lens. And the last part, what is it going to take to make it work? That's what I call 10x the output. You thought you needed to spend $10,000 advertising, you probably need to spend $100,000. You thought you needed to hire 1 person, you probably need to hire 10. 10x your perception of the output. And all of this will 10x the outcome that you receive. The outcome that you want is a self-managing firm that gives you options, gives you freedom of choice. How many of you want freedom of choice? I get to choose what cases I work on. I get to choose what days I work. I get to choose how much of this huge amount of net profit my firm brings in, how much I want to take personally versus reinvest. I get to choose whether I want to sell my firm for tens of millions or whether I want to double down. I get to choose whether my firm runs itself or whether I'm heavily involved. That's what we're talking about here. That's the outcome that you want. And I need you to picture it. Visualize big positive outcomes. Number 2, knowing how to commit first. There's only 2 ways that you commit. Wallet and calendar. If your wallet commitments don't grow and if your calendar commitments don't grow, you will not grow. In terms of you spending time on higher value things, and You spending money on higher value things. Remember this, the higher the value things you spend money on time on, does it take more or less of your time? Remember the example I used yesterday. Someone at the beginning of the year says they want to lose weight, and they order one healthy meal at the beginning of the year. That's a different person at the beginning of the year, orders meal prep, auto delivery meal prep, delivered to their doorstep for the entire year and pays up front for it. Who's going to spend more time ordering meals? The person who ordered one meal or the person that ordered all of their meals all at once with one upfront payment? The second person saved tremendous amounts of time because they took a bigger action. They took a bigger, massive action. If you're spending a lot of time right now working in your firm, not on your firm, it's because you're focused on low-value things. Making bigger commitments free you up better than anything else. If you're not making big commitments, you're wasting big time. And that's why you don't have the time that you want. The 4 C's we talked about: commit, courage, capability, confidence. Commitment, the science, the art of commitment is we commit first to something that scares the hell out of us. Fear is wetting your pants. Courage is doing what you set out to do with wet pants. Bring on the wet pants. Commit. Force that through a period of courage. On the other side of courage, you earn a new capability. And when you earn a new capability, it floods you with confidence. And when you're flooded with confidence, you make an even bigger commitment next time. Right? That's what I call the commitment loop, right? Where your next commitment is always bigger than the last one because you committed, it earned you courage, you earned a new capability, and you came out with more confidence than you had previously. Most people wait to commit. They wait until they have the courage, which never exists, by the way. You earn courage. You don't work up courage. You earn it through the size of your commitments. Commit, courage, they wait until they have the capability. Oh, I'll get into that practice area once I'm an expert in it. I'll wait until I have the capability. I'll wait until I have the confidence. The person stealing your lunch is the person just committing faster than you and earning more courage than you through action. The third way is what we call the progress triangle. When we look at the law firm growth acceleration model, there's 3 tips of the model, right, of this pyramid. How do you build a world-class lead gen system, intake, self-managing team, and profit system? First prong of commitment is pain of payment. What you spend money on, you pay attention to. Why do I pay my current executive coach over 6 figures a year? Why don't I just haggle with him and, have him pay me $1 or me pay him $1 a month? Why am I grateful I get to pay him $100,000 plus a year? Thank you for actually charging what you're worth, coach, is what I think to him. This dude has built multiple 9-figure companies and coaches me individually. Thank you for charging me $100,000 plus a year. Why? Because I pay more or less attention when he coaches me. What do you think? You know this. When you spend money on the right things that can advance your firm, you pay more attention to things. If you're balling on a budget, you're not paying attention. Pain of payment is the number one psychological trigger to create massive progress in your firm. That's why we call this the progress triangle. Pain of payment is the first pillar. Second pillar is what we call group accountability effect. When you combine these things together, you become unstoppable. This is how you create a self-managing firm. Group accountability effect is who you're surrounded with. I do group high-intensity interval training when I work out every morning. I want to work out with a group. And if I don't, I want to work out with a personal trainer. I want to be held accountable. Has anyone ever done a group fitness class? Do you work out harder when you are with other people or when you are alone? What do you think is the truth for most people? Well, it's not me saying this. It's statistics. They've done workout exercise science studies. You burn double the calories when you are in a group setting. It's called group accountability effect. How much progress do you make in your firm when you're surrounded by small thinking lawyers in your market that criticize you for marketing yourself, that criticize you for wanting to grow, that criticize you for wanting to break the status quo and do things differently than the majority of the firms in your market? What do you get if you surround yourself with people like that, who criticize you for wanting to grow, who infect you with their small belief system? What do you get when you're surrounding yourself with people like that? What do you get when you only are surrounding yourself with your staff who don't have experience in scaling businesses? Do you get big or small thinking? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Do you get big or small thinking when that's the only people you're surrounded with? If you were to make advancement in these areas, if you were to screw everything we taught throughout this event. This is how human beings learn. This is how we learn language. If you were to lock someone in a vacuum chamber from the day they're born, newsflash, they would not learn how to speak English or any language because we learn through absorption. We learn through immersion. We learn through mentors. If you were to just, let's say lead gen was your number one problem and you only spent time every single day with the person in your market generating the most leads every single month, if that was the only person you spent time with for 2 weeks, every single day, what do you think would happen? You would adopt their belief system. You would adopt their strategies. You would adopt their techniques. Can't get that in books. That's the power of mentorship, and that's the power of surrounding yourself with the right people. Last but not least is calendar effect. Pain of payment, group accountability effect, and calendar effect, right? Because we're saying all commitment happened in the wallet, pain of payment, and the calendar effect. And third thing, who you surround yourself with. This is psychology 101. Show me what's in your calendar. Okay, you need to get 100 leads a month. Show me what's in your calendar, pulling you for that. Some of you who just moved forward with us yesterday, congratulations, you have something in your calendar when you book your onboarding call with our team where we're going to go through your lead gen strategy and your strategy for all these areas. Congrats, you have something in your calendar pulling you forward. Congrats, you already committed paying a payment by making the deposit. Congrats, you're going to be surrounded by 600 law firm owners who are growing 81% year over year. Congratulations. You have all three of these psychological factors pulling you forward. My question to you is, what in your calendar is pulling you forward right now for the areas you've identified in this boot camp that's going to help you create a self-managing firm? Because that's the second pillar of a self-managing law firm owner. It's the power of committing first. And this is the science of commitment, what we call the progress triangle. The third and last one that I want to share, the 10X leadership concept. What is the actual key to becoming a 10X leader? Like we talked about in the Lawyer Legacy Staircase, as equal as becoming a 10X leader has to do with you becoming a 10X leader, it also has to do with who you kill within you. There's 6 identities of a 1X leader that you have to kill within you in order to become a 10X leader. The first identity is that of a tiptoe marketer. You can't be a 10X leader if you're a tiptoe marketer. 10X leader is an all-in marketer. I go all in on everything I do. I never tiptoe. So you kill the identity of a tiptoe marketer to become an all-in marketer. Number 2, you kill the micromanager in you to become a truster. If you don't trust other people, you're not going to build a self-managing firm. Number 3, you kill the identity of being a question fielder. And instead, you kill that and you become a meeting master. I want everyone to run their firm with one 90-minute meeting per week. What if you could run your entire law firm in one 90-minute meeting per week? Newsflash, I already do this. It's called my executive leadership meeting. We have a 90-minute, sometime 2-hour-long meeting on Mondays, and all of my decisions are made during that meeting. And for the rest of the week, that's all Tuesday, all Wednesday, all Thursday, all Friday, I have nothing in my calendar for the rest of the week, every single week. Because I became a meeting master. I don't field questions throughout the week for my team. I am not a question fielder. Because if you have a question, you bring it up in that 90-minute meeting on Monday. Otherwise, you get it solved yourself or you get it solved through someone else on the team. That's another key to being a self-managing law firm owner. Number 4, you kill the random planner within you. You can't keep randomly planning your law firm's growth. You kill the random planner within you and you become a quarterly strategist. You become the quarterly strategist of your law firm, creating quarterly plans of exactly where you want to go and reverse engineering those goals from your annual plans. You kill the drive-by delegator within you. You stop running past your team going, oh, can you get this done like this real quick? Oh, sorry, I got to go. That's drive-by delegator. It's like a drive-by shooting, right? Kill the drive-by delegator in you and become a standard setter. Start proactively setting standards for your team of what excellence looks like. Last but not least, you have to kill the drama tolerator within you. If any member of your team is creating drama, they are not worth the price. I don't care how high of a performer they are. We have a no drama policy at our company. That's part of the reason we have a self-managing company. There's no drama. And if you do create drama, you're fired. We just don't tolerate. There's 32 million other businesses you can go work for. It ain't going to be SMB team though. You kill the drama tolerator within you to become a values setter. What are your core values? And you live and you breathe them. So those are the identity sheddings that you need to go through to become a 10x leader. So the 3 habits that we just went through is the ability to visualize big positive outcomes. The art and science of committing first before you're ready, especially in the wallet, the calendar, and who you surround yourself with. And number 3 is the ability to embrace 10x leadership by killing the 1x identity within you.